Well, I didn't actually expect to be busy with January transfers. A few new players have come in, but on the downside, we've lost one of our star men. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 15, Club 2 with Dundee United. My name is Craig and come up on today's video we have the final two Europa League phase matches, away against Fenerbahce and home against Young Boys, as we seek a place in the Europa League knockout rounds. Also, it's now January, which means we have been busy in the transfer window getting players in, but as I mentioned, we've also lost one of our best players. We will come to that in just a moment, but before we get to that, since you were last with me, the form has been very good, particularly in the league. Scrubbed that last match against Celtic. Oh, that was an abomination. 4-1 defeat at home. It just again says the stupidly strong nature of Celtic's squads. We just can't compete with them at the moment. We can compete with Rangers because we beat them 2-1 at home, even if they did score an own goal, but Celtic is just a complete different kettle of fish. There's not much we can actually do about that at the moment. So that means in the Premiership we are joint second. We're sitting in third, just behind Hibernian, who are also very strong. The only other team as well to beat us in that run since the Hertha Berlin game. We are coming up against two very strong sides. Rangers have slipped up a bit, but now we've got Hibernian to deal with, so we've got to try and beat them to that second Champions League squad. It's not expected, but it would go a long way to helping out the finances of this club, because Champions League money is good. It would also help us get in, hopefully, some decently quality players, because our finances, well, they're a little bit better at the moment because we have sold that star man, which has meant we've got a transfer budget of £4.2 million still to spend, and we are still in the market for a couple of players. And the player in question, I hear you ask? We sold Paolo Banjici. Yes, Paolo Banjici has been bought by AC Milan for that release clause of £7.25 million, but he has been loaned back to us. AC Milan actually asked us if we wanted him back on loan. I instantly snapped that up because I was of the mindset that as long as we kept Banjici till the end of the season, then he can go with my blessing. He's gone now, but he's come back on loan for the rest of the season, which is absolutely fine. But then he'll be off to sunny Milan come the summertime, so bit of a shame to see him go. But at 19 years old, I was thinking we could hopefully get a bit more money for him, but then I realised we are Dundee United. We are not a top team yet in Scotland, so 7.25, good value for money considering we bought him for £2.5 million, rising to 3.2 million. It's a nice little profit, and it means we can reinvest that money. As I said, £4.2 million still in the transfer budget. We have brought in a couple of other players as well, two of which are on loan. Firstly, Alfie Bavidge, a 20-year-old Scottish striker on loan from Aston Villa. He is currently 3-star current ability and I think 5-star potential. Fantastic. He's a good player for this level. It just gives us a bit of extra depth in our striking options, because Vostra and Johnny Kenny were both injured at one point in December together, so we had to rely on Declan Glass as the main man up front, which was okay, but it's not something I want to experience again. So Bavidge has started one game, he's got one goal, that was the 4-1 defeat against Celtic. He actually put us 1-0 up and then it all just went completely wrong. Celtic just did a massive comeback. So hopefully as the advanced forward or as a pressing forward, whichever one, very speedy, very good finishing first touch and dribbling, and he's fairly strong as well with a good work rate for this level. That's what we need a bit more of. Cameron Good is a free transfer, 19-year-old American right back, and yes, he's on a free. Look at that value already. He'll be fine. I think he'll be a good little signing. We brought him in on a free from Atlanta United. 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Another one for the future. He'll be effectively a backup to Sam Curtis and competing with Kieran Freeman at right back. It means Darnell Johnson will be pushed more into central midfield, which I feel he does perform better there anyway. Finley McAllister, another player on loan. He's going to be our defensive midfielder, ball-winning midfielder, so he'll compete with O'Donnell for a place in the squad there. 20-year-old, I can't speak right now, 20-year-old English midfielder on loan from Manchester United, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's only played a few games in League One. Oh, he's actually played in the Premier League for Man United. Oh, hello. He'll be fine then. Decent player for this level. Absolutely fine. He's strong. He's got stamina. Decently quick as well, with a good work rate. I think that's what I've tried to focus on in January, just getting players in of a good work rate. Paolo Banjaki, you already know of. There are a couple of other transfers we're trying to get in at the moment. If they come through before this episode ends, I will show them to you then. If not, don't have to worry about them. But for now, our big focus is the match away at Fenerbahce, because we need to win at least one of our last two Europa League games. Actually, Sara, I want to start in this match instead, in order to guarantee our spot in the knockout playoff round of the Europa League. So this is the 11 that we're going to be sending out. It's going to be Vickers in goal, a back four, Strap, Marquez, no, it's not going to be Edwards. What the heck is going on? And it's going to be Sam Curtis as well in. So Strap, Marquez, Wu and Curtis as the back four. Have I just not sorted this? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Get back up there. It'll be O'Donnell at the base in the midfield with what's his name? Fabio Mane playing ahead of him. What's his name? Fabio Mane I want starting instead. In fact, Gabriel Sara will be attacking. Gabriel Sara in attacking midfield. Andre Green on the left wing. Banjaki on the right wing. To be fair, he's in today because Rankin Costello is injured. He should be back for the next match though. And then Johnny Kenny, who has also returned from injury, up front. Ross Stewart has also returned from injury, so really the only injury absentee at the moment, Rankin Costello, which is a bit of a shame because he's a very versatile player who can play everywhere. Although he's basically played right wing. And there you see the Fenerbahce squad. I have no clue who any of them are. They've got a player called Lincoln in the team. I know I've said his name before the actual match. You know what? Considering how this team has been recently in conceding goals, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. My only hope is that we score more goals than the opposition today. And just there that you see, we sit in 15th currently. Fenerbahce are just behind us, around 18th position. Why are we zoomed so far out? But a win today will guarantee us a spot in the knockout playoff round, as they are in here. And that's just too easy. This is the problem. I don't know what to do about balls over the top. We're playing a very standard line. Let's just have a look at this. The ball is just cleared to one of their own players, and then in comes, well, Morata's just through it, and I don't know what Vickers is trying to do there. He's trying to do the splits or something, and it's just easily over, and a ball over the top. That's all it is. Gabriel Sara, we're just going to drop him to support. There's no point in him going attacking and just completely leaving my midfield overrun. Alright, let's see if we can build up from the back. I just saw Wu doubling over there. Please tell me he's not tired already. It's not showing that he's tired, so I don't know what's going on there. I actually also don't know how good Fenerbahce actually are, so I'm just hoping we can just try and match them, but at the moment it's not looking too good, as, oh, for God's sake, Vickers. Oh my God, what was that? This squad is just nowhere near good enough. We've just completely overreached ourselves, I think. We're trying to, I say build a squad, but certainly not for this season. It's going to be for future seasons, as, yeah, he's onside. This guy was offside, but Rossi was the one who was onside, and I'm just thinking about damage limitation at this point, because we are just absolutely no good in trying to keep hold of the ball. We just keep lumping it forward. I'm actually not asking him to lump it forward. I'm asking him to just play it short, which is supposed to minimise how much we lose the ball. Banjaki on the right hand side. So let's see if we can create something from this. Plays it into the middle, and oh, it's just clipped off the line. Johnny Kenny almost just about prodding that over the line. I don't know how much of it he actually knew about. There's Marquez. Not massively impressed with him as a defender. He's supposed to like big matches, but then he doesn't show up for the big matches. There is Banjaki playing into the middle, and ball couldn't find Sara, as they are just on the counter attack now. It's like whenever our players get near the ball, they can't actually win it. nobody decides to make a tackle, which is worrying. And that's my defenders mainly. There is Andre Green, and Andre Green slots the ball home. Only his 4th goal of the season, but it's an important one just before half time, and it means the second half is all to play for now. I'll happily take a draw from this one. You draw your away games and win the home games, you effectively will go through. Well, you will go through. You'll finish in the top 24, which is all we're after. I don't care where in the top 24. If it's comfortable, fantastic. If it's inside, if it's anywhere inside, fantastic. And actually, we're just on the verge of half time. We've possibly got ourselves a chance here. There is Curtis, plays the ball in, but there is absolutely no one there. Like I said, if we try and close players down, but we don't know to make a tackle. Christian, though, does know. Marquez, sorry, he knows to make an interception. Here is Marquez on the ball. Christian is his first name, by the way, just in case you needed any clarification of that. And there's Kenny. He is through here. And Kenny has equalised literally just before half-time. It is a great comeback by Dundee United. It's 2-2. Now it's all to play for in the second half. Was this a ball over the top by Wu? No, it wasn't. It was by Mane. Beautiful ball by Mane. And Johnny Kenny slots the ball home. He knows how to score a goal or two. And that is 2-2 at half-time. Much better. And we've actually looked the better team now. Since about that midway point of the first half, we've looked much better. Right, we've got a lot of tired legs out there. So what we're going to do, we're going to swap a few players round. Ryan Edwards is going to come on for Marquez. Sam Curtis is going to come off for Freeman, who I feel is a bit more defensive. Wow. No. In fact, what's Sir Johnson like in that area? Actually, you know what? He's going to come on. Instead, Curtis will go off for Johnson. Sarah is tired, so Declan Glass is going to go on. And O'Donnell will go off for... yeah, screw it. Ryan Wintle. In fact, can Wintle play there? He can. He's fine. One thing I haven't mentioned is the fact that I've dropped one of my midfielders even further back so that they offer a bit more defensive stability. Originally it was to help try and curb the number of goals we were conceding, but it hasn't quite worked. Edwards dithering on the ball, which scares me. But it's the same formation that we introduced against Rangers, as Green has just been played through here. If he can just cross the ball, he goes for the chip instead. I don't know what he was trying to do. But we introduced that formation against Rangers to great effect, and it was a 2-1 victory. We looked a bit more stable against Rangers at the time. Oh, Kenny's just been left completely free there, but he's had to play the ball back. Oh, Green, what are you doing, man? This is the problem. This is what I found in the match engine much more recently. Players will just make sloppy passes like that, and it's not even just down to tiredness. That's even before the game is like a quarter of the way. Woo, you can't replace every tired player anyway, so I don't know what else you expect the player to do about that. Oh, Banjiki did well to win that back. Play it in, man. And there is Kenny, and Kenny has just slotted it home, referee. It's not offside. Come on, man. That is not offside. Kenny doubling over there. I wonder if that means he's tired. The goalkeeper's just having an absolute fit there. And it is 3-2. What a comeback for Dundee United. 15 minutes to go. Kenny gets a second bite at the cherry. It's through the goalkeeper's legs. That's probably why he's having a fit. And what a comeback that was. Right, now we need to try and hold on. Or go for 4-2, whichever one. I don't want to be greedy, to be fair, so... I mean, goodness grief. We have quite a lot of tired players. So do they, actually. Let's see, who's the best player to try and bring off? We're looking at the wings, to be honest. Do you know what? We are going to bring on Poku. Actually, no. Banjiki will stay on. Andre Green is going to come off, and it's going to be Poku. Yeah, we'll go with Poku. Kwame Poku is back in the fold. He has said he doesn't want to leave the club now. He is still wanted though. On loan by Aberdeen. They can get lost. We're not loaning to Aberdeen, who are not far behind us in the league. And quite frankly, if he wants to stay, that's absolutely fine. It gives us an option for next season as well, potentially, if he sticks around that long, because Banjiki obviously might not be here next season. In fact, it's unlikely he'll be here next season. But it would also give us an option to use for certain matches, because Banchiki's not going to play every game, as Edwards just mops up there, which is good to see. Kenny's got to be knackered now, but we have no more substitutions. Banchiki, great to keep him on. Oh, well done. He's putting himself about a bit. There is Glass. Oh, you should have squared it. He should have squared it. Oh, that was a chance. And we are into injury time of this game. And that is an important 3 points. That has just sealed our place, I think, into the last 16. Yep, they all vote us off. What a performance. Let's just check the table just to make sure. We are 10th with 13 points, and there's one game left. Yeah, Rangers are in 25th with 8 points. Oh, the irony. The absolute irony. It's Rangers that we've got to try and stay ahead of. Right, let's just have this confirmation, please. Right, we've had no confirmation of actually qualifying for the playoff round of the Europa League, but we are only 2 points outside the top 8, which would give us a bye into the round of 16 after the playoff round. So let's see if we can go and grab that at home against Young Boys. The starting 11 is Vickers in goal, a back four Strap, Edwards, Wu and Curtis, with O'Donnell at the base of the midfield, Mane just in front of him, Andre Green on the left wing, Banchiki on the right wing, Declan Glass is in instead of Gabriel Sara, who he's had quite a few matches recently, so let's give him a rest, as well as Alfie Bavidge, who we've already had a look at earlier in this episode. Remember, he's had 1 start, 1 goal. So let's give him a run out in the Europa League. Let's just see if he is any good. Actually, just before we get into the match itself, we do have one signing that has come in. That's Ibrahima Cisse, a 25-year-old Malian centre-back with 3.5 star colour ability, 4-star potential, good Premiership player, an impressive jumping reach. That's part of the reason I brought him in, as well as the fact he's very strong, good work rates. We brought him in on a... Actually, no, sorry. We bought him for £2.6 million from Schalke. I don't know why I said 3. He wasn't. He played in the Scottish Cup, but unfortunately we won't be seeing him in this match because he is not registered for the Europa League just yet. So he should be in, though, for the round, not the round of 16, the playoff round. First highlight of the game, I've noticed that I'm actually much closer to the pitch than I was in the last match. Fenerbahce must have a massive stadium. I didn't even look at how big it was. Mane playing it through to Green, into Bavidge. First time we're seeing him. Oh, lovely little through ball to O'Donnell, and it is an assist. It's 2 starts, a goal and an assist for Bavidge. Why did Aston Villa let this guy go on loan? Did they seriously have that much better strikers that this guy is just not playing at all? Amazing, but who cares? Their loss is hopefully our gain, and O'Donnell with an absolute screamer to put us 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Just to show the league table as well, I was going to show it, instead we get ourselves a highlight. We'll have a look at it though after the highlight ends. 14 minutes in, to make it 2-0 now would be fantastic. It would help us out. There is Bavidge. Oh, he's just been taken out there, and Glass has the shot, but it is just over. You can see we are 10th in the table, 2 points behind Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao. It all comes down to head-to-head, even if we were on the same number of points, if we win this game. But I honestly don't know how it would actually work. The rules are not very clear. If anybody's actually played in the Europa League, in like the new format, can you just let me know how it is? Oh my god, Bavidge. How much is he going to cost? Because I want to buy this man. Look at this. O'Donnell straight through. O'Donnell's returning the favour, and Bavidge. Jesus. Oh, we have a quality player here, folks. We have a quality player. Alright, coming into half-time. 2-0 to the good for Dundee United against Young Boys. Yeah, there's a good reason why Young Boys are already out of the Europa League. I should have actually shown. I think Young Boys are down right near the very bottom. Yeah, 34th, 1 point from their 7 games, and hopefully that will remain 1 point after 8 games. Strap with the corner. It has just been cleared, but only as far as O'Donnell. As I say, play over to Strap, but no, he's found a way through, and I don't know what that was. Was that a shot or a cross? Young Boys trying to come forward here, and there's just an absolute gap that has just been given to them. Luckily, the ball just about gets cleared, but Banjaki, I thought you could have just taken that down and just passed it. This is why I'm not actually that convinced about Banjiki at the moment. He just has not really performed as much as last season. Maybe it's probably just as well we sold him for 7.25. He just won the ball back there. Bavic is through. I won't put it past him to get another goal contribution. This is the Bavic show. I was impressed against Celtic, but the problem was he was overshadowed by the fact we collapsed. But this is just a masterclass. He's not doing this. Well, he's done it in the Scottish Premiership in one match, but this is not even in Scotland. He's doing this on the European stage. We come again. Banjiki on the left-hand side this time. Plays over to Wu. I'd say just have a shot, man, but he's obviously not a natural shooter. Edwards. Lost the ball, but luckily we pick it back up with Mane dropping deep. Curtis on a nice little run through the middle here, and over to Strap on the left hand side, bags the space, plays it in. Banjiki, oh, it's off the post. I don't know if that's the save or the post actually saved the goalkeeper. Regardless, it's a corner kick. Mane plays it in, and Bavic, how tall is Bavic? Because I don't know why he's at the near post if he's not tall enough. Oh my god, the highlights just keep on coming at this point. Glass. Into Mane. O'Donnell. Green. Been known to have a shot. Probably not from that far out. Wu. We've just been given the ball away there. Why was Wu so far... sorry, that's Mane. My apologies. I thought that was Wu for a moment. Wonder why he was so far forward. Right, Chris Wu. Oh god, I can't even speak. Chris Wu is going to come off for Liam Morrison. And Rankin Costello, no, who else is going to come on? I think Mikey Johnston will come on for Andre Green. Andre Green looks a bit leggy, so we'll give some time to Mikey Johnston. Ball one there for Mane in the midfield, and there is Bavic. Oh my god, that 16 pace on Bavic, acceleration is looking like an absolute dream. A nightmare for opposition defenders, but a dream for the rest of us. Look at that, he's in again. He's backed again. It's his third goal of the season. He's only been here for 2 matches. This man is dynamite. More, please, more. The crowd want more. And we're playing this at home, so they definitely want more. Look at this. Bang. Hey, Johnny Kenny, listen. You're going to have to watch out, man. You got someone after your job. I've just realised it's 81 minutes and we've made only 2 substitutions. Some more will be made after this highlight. Curtis did very well to win that ball. We have Kilmarnock in a few games, but there's going to be some rotation that's going to be going on for that. Banjiki on the right hand side. Beautiful ball. And there is Bavic with a hat-trick. Oh my gosh, this is an absolute delight to watch. An absolute delight. We have to try and buy Bavic. This man can carry us. He could actually be the one to carry us to a Scottish Premiership title. I'm not even exaggerating. I think that could actually be the case. Right, we are going to make the final few substitutions for this match. Just see it all down. Johnson's going to come on for Curtis. Our entire midfield shattered. So Wintel's going to come on. Banjiki's going to go off for Costello. And actually, you know what? Nah. Costello... sorry, Banjiki will be rested in the next match. I think Enriquez apparently can play there. Well, he can apparently, so... Well, Wintel is better there. I'd rather Enriquez. It just falls a little bit. But regardless, it is a very impressive victory. It was the Bavic show today. 10 out of 10. He absolutely deserved that. I am a very happy manager. Thank you very much for asking. Right, and that has... Oh, I didn't even keep an eye on the league table. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter because we finished 2 points outside the top 8. It's a shame, but we are into the knockout rounds. We've received another $500,000. And we will receive 181,000. Ooh, for unallocated prize money. Lovely stuff, lovely. So we are going to come back for the Europa League knockout round, which is all in mid-February. So we will be back very, very shortly into the future. I don't know why I was looking over there. The camera is there. But opponents, well, that will be a nice little surprise for you in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming Europa League playoff round matches. We're trying to get as much money as possible to try and build this squad in the summer again. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support you've given this channel and the series so far. I appreciate you all. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.